Yeah, so if anybody hasn't seen this game before, I did run it last Valuethon, but I ran the 80% route. I've been working kind of off-stream and, you know, a little bit more diligently on routing out 100% for a while now. And I put a lot of time into individual levels, but I have yet to really put together the run that I really want out of it. So the estimate's a little bit high. I've been on pace for like a 38 in this, so we'll see what happens. But heck, the estimate is what everybody's been saying, so.
Alright.
The timer is going to start when I hit start on the first level, so.
I was gonna say, you're doing pretty good at this demo mode.
Demo mode's pretty good. So.
Alright.
Time will start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool. So, Puggsy is basically a platforming game which has a bunch of different puzzles that involve a specific physics system that's built into the game. Basically, every object has their own physics in how they act. That includes weight as well as bouncing, or not bouncing. So, a lot of the puzzles involve Puggsy grabbing items and using them to either complete a puzzle in the stage or traverse through the stage over obstacles. What Drex is going to be doing is using them in somewhat unintended ways to complete the levels faster. So, he's grabbing a barrel here, for instance. He's going to use a technique that allows him to do a bit of a super jump. Essentially, if he touches the ground and then jumps in a specific way while holding that object, he can boost himself upwards rather than throwing the object and using it as a platform to jump on.
And in the
That'll be used quite often.
The 80% route, you don't see that quite as much, but in 100%, there's a lot of weird levels. So, you'll see a lot more use of items in 100% than you would in the 80% route.
Right now, he's actually going to a secret exit in the stage. This is used to unlock one of the stages he needs in 100%, but also can be used to get items earlier in the game that you normally don't get. For instance, the running shoes, which will be coming up, as well as some other potential items, sunglasses. But the running shoes both let you move at a faster speed, as well as jump higher than normal, so that makes a lot of the platforming quite a bit easier in this game.
And because it's 100%, I actually have to take the exit. I have to take every exit in the game, and I believe there are 66 exits total. What's really cool about 100% is it actually skips the last level and the final boss for whatever reason. Kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, Teddy. So in this stage, he just has to get this little part of a statue. I guess it's a beak. Bring it back. Very quick stage. There's a bunch of other stuff in that stage, but I never really explored it too much. We're on the first boss fight. You just have to throw this fish at him 4 times, I think?
7 times. Oh, yeah, 4 times.
7.
4 times. 4 times?
Yep.
5 times? 5 times.
It's like 5, I think.
Yeah, 5. Right. This is going to
There
be
we go.
another deviation from the any percent route that you may have not seen. So, take this up here, and I messed up, so I'm just going to reset so I don't lose my sneakers here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this box to bounce up on top of this. Well, I said that I was going to lose my sneakers, so I did, didn't I? I have to go back and get sneakers real quick.
Right. So basically, normally in the any percent route, you would just use that box to jump over to the left, and then use it as a platform to go directly to the exit. But since it's 100%, you'll be... I believe there's a second exit stage, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce up there and grab a knife to cut down a bridge. That's gonna take me to a Wiz and Liz inspired secret level, actually.
God. R.I.P. That might be spoilers.
That might be spoilers. Here we go. There we go. Take this knife back with us. And cut down a bridge. Exit here. And then we go to Wabbit's World, which this level you can just exit if you want. You can also stand in there and shoot rabbits if you really want to with a little zapper, but for speed purposes, we just go fast.
Man, that would be mean.
And then this is the any percent exit here.
So he ran right through that fire, by the way. There's a little bit of iframes right when you start the level. If you have shoes, there's just enough time to run through them. Otherwise, you pretty much have to jump over them by grabbing on the tree branch, using an object, and then just pulling yourself over. So he's doing a little puzzle now to get this key, and then he will be bringing that key over to a lock near the exit here. He'll actually toss it to Kobe it in, hopefully.
And I missed.
Ah, dang. That's okay. A little bit of time lost, but that's not a big deal.
Yeah, it actually was pretty close to me and I was right there, so only like maybe 5 seconds or so.
And then exit the stage again pretty quickly.
This will be another deviation from the any percent route. There's a secret exit here. It takes us to pretty much one of the worst of the worst secret levels. And when I get there, you'll see why. But it's going to take a few minutes to get through this. This secret exit is kind of a pain in the butt. And you'll see why. We got to take one of these balls with us. Uh-oh. I don't want to be down here. Let me see if I can manage to get up out of here. There we go.
Oh yeah, dropping in those fans kind of sucks.
Yeah, because in the...
He kind of wants to keep the item.
100% you have to keep it, because you have to take it here. You gotta grab this gun, and then we gotta shoot this raccoon to get this key down. And I think I got it. Let's see if I got it first cycle. Nope, not quite. So I'm gonna go over here and kill this other one. And get the balloon set up, and then go back and grab that key.
Typically, this is a stage that Drex would just use to get shoes in any percent route. There's one sort of hidden up in the ceiling that you can use that balloon to get. But
we have to take the key.
Already has shoes. Still gonna go up there though.
You have to take the key up here, and you have to go a little bit. The sneakers are down where that little guy was jumping around. All right, now we're gonna be going to this whole route here. You don't see in any percent. So this level, you have to get these 3 balls onto the 3 switches inside this machine by using this other set of 3 switches. And so every time I touch this, it's gonna turn on a fan for as long as I have the item touching it. And I have to get these to line up perfect. So we'll see if I get it first try or not. That one.
I've actually never seen this stage, so.
Go back.
Interesting.
There we go, got it. And then there's one more switch down below here. One more switch, and you gotta be really careful putting this. You have to drop this remote on the switch. It has to stay on it. And if you mess up, it'll slide down that ramp there. And you'll get to the exit and wonder why the heck the exit isn't open. So doing all those four things there opened up this right here is normally blocked. Exit. That's actually probably the fastest I've ever done that level, so that was really good.
Not bad.
This level I'm going to be jumping across this pit. There's a key I need, so I buffered a grab there. So in this game, you can buffer pretty much any input can be buffered in this game. So by buffering the input, I'm just holding down the grab button. So the first frame that I cross past with this item, I'm able to pick it up in midair there. Get up here, we need a shell to get out of this level. This is a secret exit for this level. You drop the shell here, opens this door. Then we're going to be going to a level called a hidden place. This level, there's a lot of cool things you can do with this level. If you're playing casually, you can use the letters to spell out certain things. Basically take those letters out the exit with you. And you can give yourself shoes, you can turn Puggsy green. You can see a special like bonus credits scene. Uh-oh, I messed up.
Right. You gotta get a special version of the game if you want to turn Puggsy into Wario, though.
Yeah.
That's not part of that room, but it should be.
Alright, so as you see there, I didn't die because I had sneakers and sunglasses there. But if I would have had neither of those, I would have just died from those guys. The regular exit on the stage really sucks. So I'm going to take with me a box of sneakers, just in case I lose them along the way. There's enemies on every single one of these stairs.
And this stage is loaded with sneakers.
Yeah, this is Foot Locker, Sneaker Town, USA, whatever you want to call it. They're all here.
The spooky Foot Locker castle.
The spooky Foot Locker castle.
Can you imagine a castle? Oh man, if Dracula and Castlevania just owned a Foot Locker.
Oh my goodness, this is what it would look like. All
What is a man? A miserable pile of not wearing sneakers?
This level, I need to repair a gas pipe over here. So I'm just going to toss this aimlessly, but actually very precisely to hit where it needs to go. And then I'm going to throw a coin into there. A coin goes into that hopper, it turns the gas on. And then we take this candle and light it. And then we light this other candle, big candle, gets lit. And then the door opens up over here. You have to do all those things. And the gas only turns on for a certain amount of time when you do that. So you have to do it pretty quick. That's why I give you a bunch of coins, though. Alright, this level...
I've never seen that candle level outside of Junior.
Yeah, Junior percent cuts out a little bit of the stuff you have to do with it. This level, bitrate warning, it's going to go to hell because of these blue waterfalls. There's fish that come up the waterfall. They're really hard to see. You have to use them to get up here to grab this green coin. The intended method of completing this level... Oh boy. Well, I guess that works. Saved it. Is you trade with this raccoon until you get a knife, and then you cut the bridge down, and the bridge falls down below and creates another bridge where you need to go. But instead of doing all that, I'm just going to get the key that I need to exit the level, because you're essentially supposed to backtrack, drop the bridge, come back, get the key, and then jump over here. I'm just going to go over here, and because I got sneakers and everything, I can jump across just barely, hang on with the key, and exit.
Is the exit door Bubsy?
Yeah, the exit door...
Yes.
The exit door is supposed to be a raccoon, but it looks an awful lot like Bubsy, doesn't it? Alright. Here, this is a really big, stinky level. We have to stack up all these apples. And as you can see, the physics engine in this game is great. So this can either go really well or really bad, depending on how these apples decide to interact with one another. So drop this here, and then bring over one at a time. Easiest way to stack these is to take the big stack and drop it onto a single stack.
Oh yeah, because otherwise they'll just fly around everywhere.
Yep. So I've got all my other stacks lined up here. Basically, you want to make sure you hold down when you do this too to pick up the bottom apple. Drop it on, pick it up. You gotta keep an eye on the stack too to make sure it's not wiggling around too much. Sometimes items get stuck inside of each other and that kind of thing, so you gotta be real careful with it. Drop it down, pick this big one up. Yeah, I was kind of bouncing. But it looks like, oh, yep. And that's what I was afraid was gonna happen. Alright.
Well,
so what I'm gonna do here instead is I'm just gonna stack them in the corner. Oh boy. This should work though. This should work. Okay. Perfect. I need 2 to get up there. So drop 2. And I'll use this one to get up to the last one. There we go. Then I grab this hand. Jump up here on top, and I can just barely get up there. There we go.
there we go. Nice done. Nicely done.
And then this says it's that it's leading us to the very most secret level, which I guess this is the very most secret level in the game. Lunar Jet Pug. So this is gonna look like nothing else in this game. Controls like nothing else in this game. Basically, you just mash the jump button to keep yourself floating. And if you touch the walls or any of the enemies, you die. I do have sneakers though, so I can take one hit. It would be ideal not to lose them though. This is way more difficult than it looks. And that asteroid is perfectly blocking me. There we go. Perfect. Didn't lose sneakers. Alright. Now we're going to backtrack all the way back. Redwood Keep.
Alright.
And now we're going to take the regular exit here. Gotta put your sunglasses back on for swag. Oh boy. Alright. I took that jump a little bad. I was just
Oh yeah, that sucks.
gonna lose a little bit of time, but not much. I can get sneakers in this level, which is nice, so.
Yeah, you can always finish this level without too.
So
it's not great.
There's a real lack of marathon safe strategy in this game because there's so many backups on things. This run is actually super safe to complete, just not super safe to go fast. So you can always complete this run because of the backups and the extra power-ups and that kind of thing, but just how fast you do it is the real question. Oh, there goes my sunglasses, cool. So I'll take this and I'm gonna bounce. We'll head back up here where we were last time. Grab the sneakers.
I kind of want to see somebody try to complete a run of Puggsy on my cartridge that skips a frame every 2 or 3 frames.
Boy, that sounds like my kind of cartridge.
I don't know, man. That sounds like it's fast. You get all these free frames of anime.
Alright, so this is another level where you gotta manage a bunch of items. So I'm just gonna toss this key.
Right.
Didn't kill the badger, but oh well.
So he's going to toss down all these items because he's going to use them to basically sit on some switches that need to be placed in a specific order.
Oh!
That will allow him to open up the fans and turn on the fans on the right, as well as allow him to shoot one of these beach balls into a portal or a almost cannon-like thing that will open up the exit. So he didn't get too many objects up there, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. This means he has to spend a little bit more time setting it up.
Ideally, you want to have 2 items stick up there at the beginning, the gun and the remote.
Oh, no.
But it's okay.
Yeah, they expect you to have 4 of those switches lit, but with the correct angle, you can do it with 3.
Yeah, there's definitely a task for this game, but a lot of what the task does isn't viable.
So we're on to the first boss, which is Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh no, I messed up.
Clothes?
I missed the cycle on this.
Yeah, basically you just need to hit him with these cannonballs that are coming up on the right side of the screen by opening up the doorways. There's a pattern you can do this where you, hit him in the least amount of hits possible, or the least amount of cycles anyway possible. But it looks like Drex won there, so we'll just have an extra cycle. Yeah, the task of this game does fly. Because of the way the physics work, basically when you lift up an object, you have a very slight boost upwards. The task uses that to just create like a consistent boosting to fly upward.
2 cycles, oh well.
Yeah, that's okay.
And look at that, we were bamboozled. It was not a big raccoon, it was 3 raccoons riding a unicycle.
Yeah, as you expect.
Alright, now we're going to take another secret. This is going to be another diversion from any percent. And this is the first of our 3 water levels that we'll see. Water physics in this game, as you would expect, suck. Just like water physics in any other game. I mean, they tried to do their best with it, but it's just... like, you feel like you're swimming through syrup, basically.
I actually just hate the water in this game.
Oh man, that was clutch. There we go, okay.
It's almost like swimming through more molasses.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like really weird and clingy.
Alright. Level
But yeah, he's kind of using the physics of objects to swim through the water. Otherwise, you basically just sink instantly, and it's really hard to move.
Hopefully we only need this 1 rubber ducky for this. I gotta hit switch with a duck here. They give you a bunch of extra ducks if you miss, but ideally we want to get on the first try, but nope, not gonna happen today.
So he's trying to throw the rubber duck in there to push the ducks forward to hit a switch. If you get a good throw and you're really lucky, you'll throw 1 and it'll just kind of push all of them forward. But that did not work. Sometimes it can take a couple tries.
Even more ideally, it just slides across the top and goes all the way over there.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
And this raccoon wants to be in my way, but... there we go. Alright, and what that did was it opened the exit to the stage, which is in kind of an odd place. Exit to the stage is at the bottom of this pool for whatever reason. This is going to take us over to everybody's favorite stage in the entire game, Badger Mill 2.
Alright.
I'm going for 1 coin open here. It normally takes 9 coins to open. 7 coins, sorry. I didn't get it, so now I gotta shoot them in.
So this stage is one of the worst stages in the entire game, if not the worst. Basically what he has to do is he has to Kobe in these coins. You're expected to get 7 of these coins in to trigger to actually open the door, but because of the way the physics objects work, sometimes the coins will overlap, like a couple of them are right now, actually, if you look on the bottom.
Yep.
And it won't actually reach where it's supposed to, so the door just won't open, even if you have 7. So you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll get 8 and 9 in.
It didn't miss a single shot, though, so that's good.
Hey, there you go, yeah.
And then we have the
And
flower
sometimes
mouse.
even if you get all 9...
So this guy is a jerk. We'll see how nice he is, though. It looks like it's not going to be too bad. Oh boy, nope, it's going to kick back the other way.
Every time you think it's not going to be bad. So yeah, this is basically RNG. I believe the mouse runs on a global cycle from when the stage starts, but even then you're still kind of just guessing where it will be and hoping he pushes it in the right direction.
Oh yeah, look at this. I love this.
So anyway, this is speedrunning.
This is exactly what you want to see happen.
We're speedrunning right now. Fast. Don't worry, this is all intentional.
I've joked around that if I got this game into a GDQ that I would want this to happen at GDQ. It's true, I really would. I would love to see the most ridiculous flower mouse RNG possible. This level's super easy. All you have to do is hit some switches to make 4 flower bags drop. So we are just gonna do that, and then once that one hits, hit this switch. There's no way to make the stage go faster, so...
Yeah, you just try to get all 4 in optimally. I don't think it really matters which direction you do them in, to be honest.
Nope.
But it should end pretty much about the same every time. Also, my cat has blessed us with his presence.
My goodness.
Good boy.
Here we go. This boss is a little tricky from a casual standpoint. You have to use these levers to grab these flower bags out of mid-air to then put onto this conveyor belt up top and throw them right back at the boss. There's no easy way to explain this for people watching. You just kind of have to do it and learn what each one does.
Yeah. Which is harder blind, do you think? This boss or Snood?
This boss.
Okay. It's really hard to figure out what the hell to do on that boss.
We're gonna go back to Starfall Lake now, and we're gonna take the regular exit here. So this is... We've already been here. We went to the left last time. We're gonna go to the right this time. Same type of fish creatures to deal with. Angelfish and jerkfish. I'm just gonna fly right over them there.
I'd say my cat is more uwu. He's currently headbutting me and trying to sit on top of my chair.
And then we have this level, the infamous duck.
Oh, the duck.
This duck likes to do something that rhymes with duck to your runs.
Right.
But I managed to do it pretty good there, so we're alright.
Oh man, the duck didn't get in that little hole of absolute death.
Alright, this is probably the worst secret exit in the entire 100% run, and you'll see why. I haven't found out a good way to set this up yet. You have to take a shell over here and get a shell into the well. And then when you get the shell in the well, you then have to get a coin that will fall out of the well, and then get the coin into the well too. And then once you get a coin into the well, it'll open the stage here. So we can try shooting it. It works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't fall down, like there. So now I have to jump over there. Great. And you have raccoons just non-stop coming at you. Oh boy. Alright, let's grab another item.
Oh, well. That's okay, you got this, Rex.
Oh boy. I lost like 5 minutes on this level in my PB, so we're fine. We're doing just fine right now.
Plenty more items where that came from.
Okay, there we go. And you have to maneuver yourself here, and it's really difficult. There we go. And then that's gonna drop out the bottom there. We got a coin. There's where all the items that I dropped have went. Kill this guy. And now we gotta go rinse and repeat, basically. Try to get this coin in there. Oh boy. What a shot.
Oh man, Kobe.
Kobe. That'll take us to Pugs in space, which we're just gonna run out of the level. There is a little game there you could play if you really wanted to. Maybe after the run, if I beat Estimate, I'll show you guys that. It's kind of neat. Kind of a neat use of the physics engine. Which is what a lot of the secret levels are. They're more demos for the physics engine than anything else.
I don't think they used this engine for any other games, did they?
No.
It's like kind of in Galahad, but not really.
Yeah, kind of, but not really. Alright, so now we're going to take our... This level has 2 exits that are required in the 90% run, so they're not really a secret exit, it's just more of a exit 1 and exit 2. I got the quick box up onto the roof here, so that's really good.
Nice. So because he did that, he can sort of move past the clouds that would normally spawn pretty quickly. Otherwise, you have to wait for a certain pattern, since he doesn't want to lose his shoes, obviously.
And we're
Nicely done.
Clear Badger Mill 1, which we would normally have done before we do Badger Mill 2 and 3 and the boss.
So he's going to try for a trick shot here.
Yeah, no, there's
a torch once he lights it.
A lot of trick shots in this, so we're going to go over here and we're going to toss this up into the air. And hope and pray it goes where it needs to, and it did, so it's going to toss us a key. Basically, there's a catapult over there. You have to burn the catapult's rope to drop a weight that then throws the key out. But if you do that there, you can just kind of do it all in one motion. That level's clear, so now we'll go back into Splinter Town, and we're going to take another exit. It's going to be down in the bottom. Pretty straightforward, just run out of here. Oops, I forgot what I was doing. Uh-oh. Okay. Normally you take the mug there, use the mug. It puts out some hot steam. You kill one of the enemies and then you toss the mug to grab the other one, but my brain just completely went blank on me there.
Alright.
This level is real dumb. Boyks can explain it.
So basically, Puggsy's movement left and right on the bottom of the screen is also the same left and right movement for this mummy, but the mummy will jump every couple of seconds. So the idea is you need to move the mummy through the maze.
That's
while
literally
Puggsy.
never happened.
So did you get stuck? What was that?
He jumped early for whatever reason.
Okay. But basically he's just going to move the mummy left and right to get him to the top, which will open up the exit. Generally your movement left and right is figured out to go in time for the mummy's jump. But for some reason the mummy jumped early there.
The mummy jumps every 4 seconds. I may have just made some bad movement there that made that happen.
Oh, that could be it, yeah.
Just another cycle there. Oh boy, 2 cycles missed now. So 8 seconds down the toilet. There we go.
Yikes.
Oh well. Yeah, and then you just gotta get him to jump down a certain hole. So you just want him to go all the way to the right here. He hits the switch and lets you out.
Alright.
This level is really hard to explain. Basically, there's this little teleporter here. You gotta get... Oh boy, I got the really good... Wow, okay. I should get first cycle on this.
Hey, alright.
Yeah,
so...
Yeah.
Basically, he threw a bunch of the beach balls in there to try and get one to randomly jump into the spot where the switch was. And typically, they just bounce everywhere and then bounce out instead, but you got really lucky there. And then because he was lucky, you got an early pattern for the mummy.
Yeah, there's 2 mummies in there, and you want the mummy with the mug to open the switch for you.
So this is a stage where you're supposed to get tricked and then redo the whole stage because you're a big dummy.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to collect 4 objects. One of them's hidden at the end in an area that you can't access without an object, and the only objects in the stage are objects you can collect. If you throw it into the pillar first, you won't be able to go back. So you just have to be aware of that. Pretty easy though.
Uh-oh.
And boss. So if he does this right, you can do it in an early cycle. Looks like he missed.
I should still be able to get a 2-cycle though. Not the perfect 2-cycle, but a 2-cycle. Oh, okay, we're 3-cycling it.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
The timing on it is
slightly early.
Really tight, so.
This whole run, I'm just thinking about mashup remixes because that's all I'm listening to, and I think I'm gonna make another Puggsy remix after this. Is there a song that would work with "Kiss from a Rose"? I need to think about this. That has to happen, right? The Seal Puggsy mashup that everybody needed in life.
Has to happen. This level, I basically just use the physics to exploit and jump over the wall there.
So Drex is real good at that wall jump.
Yeah.
I usually use a shell there instead to lift myself up slightly, and then use the object to grab the edge. But that takes a little bit of setup time. If you can just do the jump, you don't have to do that. That's not bad at all. Is it done?
I was a little bit behind. I started a little late there. You have to start moving immediately and grab this slingshot
yeah.
and start shooting these rocks down. Otherwise, the Grim Reaper here will get you and kill you, like he's done to somebody else. Their graves were on the last level. I forgot to point it out. Wiz and Liz are dead.
Did you know that Wiz and Liz are fucking dead?
They're dead.
Hot dang.
What's world record? 47 minutes right now. But I've actually had a PB of less than that off that I never uploaded. So this will probably be world record. I don't know what we're at right now, but
we're at heck the estimate. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out after the run if this is a world record or not.
Yeah.
Not too worried about it. Alright, so this level you gotta throw some objects up there. They show a picture of a gun, so you have this water gun you throw up here. Oh boy, I've gotta go up there for that now.
Oh no. Alright.
And then you gotta throw the barrel in there that represents beer. The light that represents the flashlight that they show. Oh boy. And then the scissors that represent the knife. And then that opens up the gate here.
Here we go. Nice easy puzzle.
Alright, we want the gun. Want the gun here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, this little mountain climb's a bit dangerous. Obviously, he doesn't want to lose his shoes, but the angle's really hard to jump on top of the enemies, so he picked up the gun to shoot them instead.
Okay, we're just gonna do that. And then we have some rogue raccoons over here we gotta be real careful of. They just come flying down this mountain. I gotta clear them to be safe. See, that one almost got me. They just come out of nowhere. There's gonna be one more. There he is. He jumps so high, oh my goodness. There's sneakers at the beginning of the level though.
Oh god. Yeah, that's a good question. Is there a Thugsy emote? Like a Thug Puggsy?
I mean, when he does that, he kind of looks like a thug, so maybe.
Yeah.
And that's what my... There is an emote for that.
Yeah.
Alright, this level actually tricks you. There's an exit that you don't take here. If you take the exit, you get no progress or anything, so you have to come down here and grab this balloon. And you see up at the top there's an arrow pointing in a direction. It's actually a GPS system that kind of shows you where the exit of the level is. So if you don't pay attention, you would go out the wrong exit and go nowhere, basically. You're just gonna float all the way up in the air. There's no way to do this quicker, unfortunately. The only way to move quicker with those balloons is if you're able to drop it under something and then like release it like we do in the other level. We'll go back to Diamond Mines now. Take the regular exit to this level, which is just a quick run through level.
Yeah, this is literally just run to the right. Not a very difficult level.
Don't lose your sneakers.
Pretty much.
It's actually a little bit more difficult than you'd think, though, because you want to precisely do it so that you can move through the level as quick as possible. Not super difficult, though. This level, there's a big skip that I found on this level. I think Boix knows enough about this to explain it.
Yeah, so typically on this stage there is a little like minecart track with some lanterns on it. You're supposed to blow up the lanterns and then get the minecart into the end, which opens up the exit. However, what Drex is going to do is he's going to get one piece of diamond, and rather than blowing up any of lanterns to get the minecart to come, he's going to Kobe bank shot it into the exit to open it up and just skip doing it.
I missed like 2 cycles on the platforms there, so I probably lost like maybe 6 seconds, but I don't know, not really a big deal. Losing sneakers is way worse than missing a couple of cycles, so. Alright, let me just stand on here, toss it, and boom, goes the dynamite, and we're right out of there. This is another level where you use an object to control another object. So here we're going to use this remote to control, by just pressing left and right, this pot. We need this pot for a reason, which you'll see in a minute. But we got to navigate it through this maze first. So there's switches on either side that open different fans up. You just kind of got to switch back and forth. Get this, hit the switch, which opens the last gate here, and then we're going to drop this down here. Now that the gate's open, though, we need to be able to get across where the gate was, and there's fire there. So we just ride the pot across, and we're good to go. Alright. This is another level where you just run. It's actually way more difficult than it looks. If you mess up even the slightest on this, you will lose your sneakers. But hopefully I got it. I think I got it right. Alright. We have to do this level twice, so there's one exit. And we already got the secret exit for that. We already did the where it leads to, so now we just need to do it again. Go. And out the regular exit.
Alright.
Fireheart 2 is another level where you gotta kind of manage some items and stuff to get through a little puzzle here. And also deal with a lot of enemies. So what I need to do is kill some raccoons over here that happen to be carrying some heavy explosives. I'm going to blow the top off this volcano here. I'm going to go right into the volcano. Right before getting hit by fireballs there. There's 2 guys, I got the double kill, so that is super nice.
And then you're supposed to basically set up 3 of these to create platforms to jump on, but he's actually going to bounce up and then jump on the next one instead.
This is the best boss in the game right here.
Twinkle Toes.
This boss has been nicknamed Twinkle Toes for obvious reasons. Is a fantastic, fabulous dragon.
So they wanted to save money on animation, obviously. Just like you can save time on this boss if you get frame perfect hits at the beginning into that animation cycle.
You can get there's basically a double frame perfect trick to get 2 hits, which saves you a ton of time, and I'm not getting any of them, so.
No, it's kind of hard to time, to be honest. This is kind of expected, but
yeah, you basically have to hit him the very first frame, and then you have to hit him the very first frame as invincibility frames go away. There we go. We got 1 double hit to finish it off. Right, so that's that. We just have to finish the game now.
Alright.
We have no more bosses left, so just gotta finish.
Easy peasy.
On this level, we gotta put some tiles onto walls with certain letters. I have no idea what the significance is of these letters, but the letters M, R, and C. I'm sure there's some story to it, but nobody knows. One of the creators of this game we've tried reaching out to answer questions about the game, but he just ignores us. So,
man, he's a bully.
Bully. Alright, this is another big skip. This is probably the biggest skip in the game. It saves over a minute. Thought to be task only, and then one day I was screwing around and I was able to do it. So essentially what you're supposed to do there is a puzzle with a potion. With a potion that makes Puggsy super light and he can jump over that pit. But I just used an object there, tossed it down, perfectly timed it and jumped off of it midair to kind of get across the pit there. This level is a real pain in the butt. You got to do it twice in the 100% run. There's a hummingbird, much like this one right here, that we have to deal with. We have to get past it. And there is no telling what it's going to do. We don't know if it's RNG or what the issue is, how to manipulate it exactly, but it can give you a heck of a time. So I have to fight it right now because it's refusing to go up, which is not too difficult. Sometimes it'll go up and just let you pass right by.
Yeah, like he could just try and kill the bird, but losing sneakers is such a huge thing, not gonna bother. Better to just wait for a better cycle. So you picked up these dynamite. He's gonna use those to break a another lantern area here, or rocks, I guess is what they are. And then there's 2 exits in this stage, so we'll have to go through both of those as well because it's 100%.
Damn it.
Alright, this one's kind of weird.
Basically, we just need to get this frisbee into that black hole up on top of the roof there. There we go. And the way to get the secret exit on this stage here is that if you go up top there with a green gem, the floor will open up underneath you. You'll go down to the second exit. So this time that I complete it, I will grab a green gem to take with me.
So if you're wondering what the point is of those little bonus areas, at the end it dropped a heart. Whenever you leave the stage with an item with Puggsy, you either get extra points or some other bonus. In the case of a heart, you get an extra life. So if you weren't aware that you also needed to take that heart with you, you would just do that bonus stage for basically no reason. But it is an interesting way to add in some extra points and extra benefits to the stages. What's up, TP? This is Puggsy, the most well-known game by what is now basically just a Lego game developer.
The most disappointing omission from GDQ, in my opinion.
That too.
Because this game is an amazing speedrun. I make it look pretty easy. It's not that easy of a speedrun, which is probably why there hasn't been a ton of people that have picked up the run. But there are quite a few people on the leaderboard now. I think we have 7 people on the leaderboard for any percent. So for the first 7 months of this game being a thing, oh boy, I forgot my object. The first 7 months of this game getting ran, it was just me, and then Author Blues started running it eventually.
I picked it up, but my copy sucks, and I'm not very good at it. So anyway, I'm commentating. How's it going? So yeah, this stage is really boring and really slow. You have to take an object from the top to the bottom, to the top to the bottom, top to the bottom, multiple times. There's also a secret exit, which you have to sort of like wiggle your way onto grabbing.
It's very, very difficult, especially if you keep falling off the platform like I'm doing here.
So yeah, he's going to try and do the secret exit first.
There we go.
And then after that, we'll have to redo the whole stage. The stage itself takes at least a minute or more.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Just because you have to go all the way up and down right on that silly elevator thing. So he's doing Puggsinoid right now.
Boy. If you lose the heart, you have
which
to
is an
start over.
Arkanoid game. Oh, that's... basically, he just needs to clear all the blocks by throwing object up to knock him down, and then the exit will open.
I've managed to get more than 1 block per throw on this, but I don't know how. I actually managed to get 4 blocks with 1 throw. I just threw it perfect. And
you gotta hit it like right on the pixel in between them or something.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous, so. But that'll open the door now.
And then of course he doesn't need the heart anymore unless he wants a life, so he just leave it.
That extra life can actually mess you up though, because what'll happen is you'll grab that extra life, you'll go to jump out the exit, and you'll clip the extra life on the top of the doorway.
Really?
And then if you even touch the very first pixel of the pit there, you die instantly. It's not like a pit you fall down and then die. If any part of Puggsy touches it, you're dead.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That doorway does seem really tight. I don't know if they thought about that.
if you're into weird games, offbeat games, that kind of thing, this is a really good game. It is way deeper than it looks, and it's way harder than it looks. But it's one of the most chill speedruns there is. Really easy to watch and follow. If you don't know what's going on, you can still kind of enjoy watching it. And the music is phenomenal. One of my favorite soundtracks on a video game ever, if not my favorite. It's not my favorite game of all time, but the music definitely has a special place in my heart. I mean, the game has a special place in my heart too, but the music is just the best. Alright, we're coming up on time here pretty soon. Not quite yet, though. We've just got a couple more levels left.
Alright. And yeah, like I said, this stage is kind of boring. There's not a whole lot to talk about other than getting this six-sided object.
Right. Yeah,
this game is actually programmed pretty well for the most part. Like,
there's not very many like
for the time.
There's no out of bounds glitches or anything like that. So
yeah,
it's pretty solid.
It's a pretty impressive game. There's a lot going on in Puggsy. They were ambitious for sure. Also, rest in peace, the Traveler's Tale logo. What the hell did they do?
I don't know.
Jesus.
Alright, so there I just needed to get this key up here. But I can't take the key across there because the switch will open up the floor. So I just had to use a balloon to get it up there. Alright, this is the second to last level in this run.
Alright, I'm going to let it out of the bag right now. Drex submitted an estimate that is actually lower than his PB. So, heck the estimate has been called. Alright, he got the cannonball there. He's gonna skip doing most of the stage by just jumping back and forth. That's only possible with shoes, I believe.
And as soon as I exit this stage, that'll be time. But we got some shenanigans to do here.
Oh, right, yeah. So do you not do the...
Don't do the maze or the boss? For whatever reason.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yep. So I gotta push this up here, see how fast we can get it.
By the way, this stupid spike ball thing, this looks like he's doing something that's, like, not remotely intended by pushing this to the end of the stage.
That was really good.
This is actually... Oh, wow, that was good. Yeah, that's actually intended, that you push that around, and things can go really bad. So, not bad. There you go. So what do you get for 100% in the game?
Well, you get this right here, but also, you get one of the best screens I've ever seen in my life. We'll just sit back and relax and take this in for just a minute.
Whoa, you got it exactly on the estimate at 45.26. Dang. Wow, that's a good run.
Not world record, unfortunately. 45.02 is my PB. I lost sneakers a few too many times there, but it's okay. But yeah, the screen will infinitely loop forever. Forever and ever. If you just say.
Are there any hints on this screen about what this is for, or is this just a thing?
Nothing. You can hit start. Doesn't matter what you do. You have to reset if you want to get out of this screen.
Alright.
I want to show you guys something really quick, since I came so close to the estimate. I want to show you guys the